I will be arguing why I believe James K. Polk is America's best president. James K. Polk was a Democrat from Tennessee and was the 11th president from 1845 to 1849. When campaigning for the office, James K. Polk made 4 promises to the American people. He promised to lower the import tariff on foreign goods. He promised to establish an independent treasury run by the federal government that would fix America's credit problem since Jackson's presidency. And he promised to solve the dispute with Great Britain over the Oregon Territory, and he promised to annex the territories of California, New Mexico, and Texas. He established his economic policies early on in his presidency by pressuring Congress to get them done, which he did successfully. Now, the 2 foreign policy issues took a little more handling, took a little more effort to deal with. With regards to Oregon, at the time, the territory of Oregon was shared between America and Great Britain. Now, James K. Polk wanted the lands below the 49th parallel to belong to the United States, yet he entered the negotiations with the Queen arguing that he wanted the 54th parallel and below to belong to the United States because he knew that the Queen would propose a counteroffer of giving the lands below the 49th parallel to the United States as sort of a counteroffer as a cooperative measure and to meet in the middle, which worked. James K. Polk got the lands below the 49th parallel to belong to the United States without the use of any military and any militaristic action. So he succeeded in that measure. To annex the other territory, however, required a little bit more work. So the sovereign territory of Texas still had disputes with Mexico over some specific land and to whom that land belonged, whether it was Texas or Mexico. And when the United States annexed the territory of Texas, those disputes were assumed by the United States, and Mexico saw that as a threat, and they mobilized for war, and America mobilized for war, and as a result, the Mexican War lasted from 1846 to 1848, and as a result, the United States got the lands that would eventually become California, Oregon, Colorado, Wyoming, New Mexico, and Arizona to belong to the United States. And so those are the 4 big things that James K. Polk accomplished throughout his presidency that he campaigned on. And he accomplished those so well that he decided not to run for a second term of office, even though he was well loved by the American people. He set goals and he accomplished those goals, and then he was done. He didn't try and stretch it longer than he should have, which is why I think James K. Polk is America's best president.